Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom, and in this video I'm going to talk about my favorite Christmas book. So I have a signed copy of this book, got it in my 20s. Remember it being read to me in elementary school and had to get a signed copy when they came about when I was in my 20s. So this is my #1 Christmas book, The Polar Express by Chris Van Allsburg. I do like Chris Van Allsburg. He's a very, very good artist, and I like his books. So this is a Caldecott Award winner, a Caldecott Medal winner. Not surprising, I think so was Jumanji, which is his other book, which I covered in a different review. So this is my favorite story. I love the simplicity of it and the magic of Christmas. And again, not religious. That was a big thing when it comes to the channel and my review of Christmas books. It's not religious. It's very much a Santa Claus book. And I much prefer the mythical Santa Claus books since we don't really do religion in this household. And my husband would prefer we not do Christmas. But that's because he doesn't like the obligation. He hates Christmas music because it's lame. So we do not play Christmas music all that often. I will probably play more of it as our child gets older because we can, and I can periodically torment my loving husband, but normally he's gone. He'll go off somewhere else. But back to this story. So this is my copy. I'll probably buy my daughter another copy because I keep this one locked up. So it came with both an audio cassette as well as a disc. And I believe I can see. Yeah, so it's one of his prints. You can see this is definitely an autographed copy. But the story of this is of a little boy who he's told that Santa Claus isn't real. And then this train shows up that night. And he's taken on this journey. You see some of the most beautiful illustrations to the North Pole, where he's chosen to have the first gift of Christmas. He chooses a bell of Santa's sleigh. And this is very much, a lot of people will call this corny. I've heard reviewers that I enjoy call this book corny because Santa Claus. But the bell only rings for people who believe in Santa Claus. So that's kind of, he loses it. It's found under his Christmas tree the next morning because there was a hole in his pocket. But the last line, which I still love and still give me chills when I read them, and I do read this book every Christmas, so I believe we did the audiobook for our daughter this year last year because she was fussing because babies. She was less than 6 months at the time, or no, a year and a half. Yeah. So, but I'll read the back here. At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but years passed. It fell silent to all of them. Even Sarah found one Christmas she could no longer hear the sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me, as it all does for all who truly believe. I love the innocence of this, the idea of believing in the magic of Christmas, in the spirit of giving, which it strikes to the heart. That's one of the reasons I love this book, is it's beautiful. It's also beautifully illustrated, as are most of Chris Van Allsburg's books. He's a great illustrator. The reason he keeps winning these Caldecott award-winning things, because that's what it's for. It's for art. There is a film, which is strangely, it's 3D animation, but it also has Tom Hanks in it. There's some strange things that go on in that film. I will definitely review that. I am not sure how I feel about that. It sticks closer to the book than Jumanji. I should probably review that film as well. I'm talking the Robin Williams one, not whatever they're doing with video games. The audiobook in this one, I found this very strange. I think it's Liam Neeson who does the audiobook for this. And I'm going to do a quick double check. Does this tell me? Because I have the disc here. But I'm pretty sure it's Liam Neeson, which is more known for other strange things. Let me do a quick check here to see if I can confirm the audiobook of the Polar Express. Do a quick, yeah, there we go. The Polar Express book here. Let's see if we have the audio here. Let's see if I can narrow it down to do the audiobook. audio. Let's see if I can confirm who on earth does the audiobook for this. That's a soundtrack. I'm sure there's an audiobook to this because obviously it exists. Let's see. I'm clicking on this thing, see if I can find the audiobook. And of course it's not telling me. Okay. Let's do this. All right. Audiobook. Now, if you're interested, yeah, it's Liam Neeson. So Liam Neeson is the one who does the audio commentary for reading the audiobook for The Polar Express, which, again, I find very strong. For Jumanji, at least the copy that we have, there is an audio of Elena's Robin Williams reading Jumanji, and I keep meaning to listen to that. Another fantastic book. I did review that. I will probably try to get around to reviewing both the film for this thing with Tom Hanks, because everybody loves Tom Hanks, though it's a 3D animation, and again, strange things with singing elves. Again, they're trying to make a feature-length film out of a picture book. Jumanji is a completely different story. The books have very little. The book and the film have actually very, very little in common. But again, gotta love your Robin Williams. I mean, we miss him. One of my favorite actors. So I will review that. This is my favorite Christmas book. I will say that hands down. This is my favorite Christmas book of all time. So just because I love that miracle of childhood and the love of trying to keep that magic alive. So that is it for this review. I will link Amazon copies of the beautiful Polar Express by the wonderful Chris Van Allsburg, favorite author. So that's it for this review. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Thank you.